here now. Well, still green and warm, but in a few days, in a few months, it will be already very less daylight. So all the videos will be becoming darker and darker. Let's talk about meditation. I think I have never made a video about what is a meditation and why should somebody do meditation. And let's talk about this. Now, the meditation process is like nowadays we can find commercialized many meditational ideas, many meditational thoughts, and again, what I have noticed that they are like competing people and stuff of spirituality, spirit and stuff, meaning that some may say, oh no, this meditation is bad, this is good, and so on and so on. So basically, meditation is itself more or less becoming a product to sell. But let's talk about my knowledge and my understanding through channeling what actually is meditation and what is it meant for. Many people consider meditation to be a way of reducing thoughts, and it is. So in meditation we reduce thoughts, but still, what's the purpose of that? Or why should we do that? Many people love to think. Even I sometimes love to think. But the overall meaning of the reducing thoughts is the idea of when we reduce thoughts, when we, in a way, start thinking less, or find a moment with inner peace, meaning that we just sit down in the lotus posture or sit down in a comfortable posture. To get energies more intense, you just sit with a more or less comfortable straight back. When I want to get more intense energies, I keep the lotus posture. When I want to do a calm meditation, I just sleep, lay down and sleep. The idea, the first step of meditation is just to let go of the thoughts. And there are many ways how we can let go of the thoughts. One is just observe and follow your breathing. Observe and follow your breathing. Other is that you just shut down your thoughts. And the third method is that don't fight thoughts. Let the thoughts come, and don't pay attention to them. Just be with yourself and be with your breathing, and don't put energy to the thoughts. Don't put your energy to the thinking process. Now, many times people consider that thoughts are bad, we don't need to consider, don't need to think. But thinking itself is also a good grounding mechanism. Therefore, if you had too much meditation, really too much meditation, and you're floating all the time, then you need to think. Thinking can actually ground you. Thinking actually can lower you back and more deeper into the physical world. So thinking itself is also a tool, like a balance that you can use. So, and the overall meaning of meditation is that you reduce the noise or the brain activity, meaning that energy noise in your head, energy noise in your body start to reduce quickly. And when they start to reduce the brain activity, your overall body, overall nerve system in your body relaxes. Therefore, starts to give you a really nice inner feeling, feeling of peace, feeling of joy, feeling of calmness, and feeling of love also, and feeling of that I don't have any stress anymore. I don't run anymore. I don't go anymore. I don't, the feelings that come are just the result of your nerve system being relaxed, being like nurtured, being like flowers when they receive water, they like start to blossom, and your inner nerve system starts to blossom, becomes more calm, more sensitized, and also more relaxed. People who have the dystonia, vegetative dystonia, they really need the inner relaxing peace meditations. So when we become relaxed, our nerve system opens up. Our nerve system starts. What I see in pictures, how I see it, the nerve system, the channels open, become a little bit thicker in the nerve system. When we are strengthened, when we are thinking, our muscles become stressed. Our muscles become strengthened. I don't know how to say, compressed all the time. And it shortens also our blood circulation, and it shortens also our nerve system, puts stress into all our system. So first things first, we need to start breathing, and with breathing we start feeling peace, and with peace, all stress, our nerve system becomes relaxed, becomes balanced, becomes harmonious, becomes nurtured, and all the stuff. So basically, meditation in basis is just relaxing completely all of your physical body, completely. And at one point, when we become so relaxed, also our brain activities becomes less and less. And overall, this meditation needs to be and has to be done daily. When I channel the Pleiadians, they say they accept the meditation as it's like as eating, as drinking. Meditation to them is just is as eating as drinking. It's never classified otherwise, because they know that you have to reduce. In other words, for you to be focused and progressive and open to new possibilities, and you can use your mind capacity even more if you are focused and balanced, and therefore meditation is the way to give you the balance and the focus. So it was a crash or something. So now, but there are people that continue on something more. There are people that find something more in the meditation, and meditation has been classified as also you can get capabilities, gifts, and exit your karma or something. You get some superhuman powers. And now, how does this happen, and how can you get closer to that? It's just a matter of meditational practices. And a normal human mind will not classify, hey, how can you get the abilities only by sitting and not thinking? You have to do something, you have to train, you have to do stuff. Well, meditation is actually training your energies. Meditation is actually balancing your energies so that you can become more and more open and more so you can see more, feel more, and think more. But when you have the noise in your head, thoughts, your thinking capacity is being like thinking energy. Thinking capacity is all the time being consumed or loaded with all the thoughts you have. Once you reduce the thoughts, the neuron noise, the thinking becomes more and more clear, balanced, and you can put more space and more resources to the, hey, I want to do this, but you already have the ideas. So, but meditation, the next steps, it's when you find quietness in yourself, when you find peace in yourself, when you find the balance in yourself, or when you find the no thought state, or peace, or really harmonious feeling when you do meditation, you start to becoming more aware of energies, meaning that when our thoughts are reduced, our inner feelings start becoming more inactive. So in a way we start learning, start feeling the inner sensations, inner feelings. In absolute simple words is that when the all noise in our head is being cleansed, sent out, balanced, reduced, our sensors, our energy sensors, our energy body starts in a way activating. But in my opinion, it's not activating, it's that your awareness starts sensing energies, starts sensing feelings, starts sensing emotions that are around you in the very room. So in a way you start learning the language of energies, and it's something that you can only feel, it's something that you can only learn yourself, it's something that you can only go the path yourself. It's many times I have heard a guru or a teacher or whatever, he can only show you the door, but you are the one that has to walk through the door. So in this case it's actually the same. Nobody can tell you how you can feel that energy. Nobody can tell you how to sensitize it. Nobody can tell you how to focus it, send it, balance it. It's only you with all of your capabilities, knowledge, and inner feelings. It's only you that can transform energy, that can manipulate energy, that can sense energy, and that can describe energy in your own languages that you feel. In absolute simple words, when you start becoming more and more peaceful and harmonious and have less and less thoughts within you, when you enter public places, you start feeling the whatever it is, stress around, activities around, anger around, anxiety around, or maybe fears around, or maybe you enter a church, you feel the peace in there, or maybe you enter an old cemetery, you feel also some kind of energies there, but it's really hard to describe to others. But the more better you become and the more you start practicing meditation, the more simple it will become to describe to others. In this way you start learning energies. Your energy body starts feeling, sensing energies, and now you are the one that starts interpreting energies. So in very simple words, meditation will open up and will give you the energy perspectives, energy feelings, energy understandings. Now, and also it gets a little bit further, this meditation also, and this is when your personal character comes in. Your personal it's called character, means that not all of us wants to be like some kind of a super guru, like that can do amazing cheese stuff, set things on fire and something. Not all of us want to be a psyche that can read your energies and can tell you what have you done yesterday and what music you prefer, or what's your grandfather's name or something, and when he has died, whatever. Not all of us want to be like this. It's the character that dominates. It's actually you and your character that dominates on which direction you want to use this, in which direction you're taking this meditation stuff, in which direction you're using these energies and stuff, in which direction you are going with this stuff. So it's only you determines where are you taking this. So basically, one way I find that, hey, I want to use this and explore this energy stuff even more. I want to talk to trees. I want to talk to people even more and tell them what I feel about them. You want to maybe practice this chi energy. Some people maybe even want to just meditate just to feel the excitement. Some people want to meditate just to feel the love. And it's your character that takes you the path in which we are going, and it's all up to you. In my case, I never knew what's channeling, and after even more practices of meditation, I start feeling that, and this is what next thing happens, is that when you have a question, you start receiving answers really quickly. It doesn't mean that it is no difference that you receive the answer through a dream state, or you receive the answer just all of a sudden. Oh, I think I understand why did it happen, or what does it mean, the answer to the question. Or all of a sudden you just, hey, I need to search there on Google, and you search it and you find the answers. Or also just a friend tells you the answer. So basically, also from the meditation, this is what can happen also. So basically what it means is you become energy sensitive, you're becoming more or less like an energy antenna. And also the next things are that really, really strange things start to happen. Really strange things start to happen. And this is the point where people tend to get to the channeling state. And this is the next stage. Next stages of meditation is when you start finding a connection with other realities, other dimensions, other beings. And in this stage, people can get and can have past relatives come to visit them, other beings come visit them, or they can visit other beings, and they start expanding their own consciousness even more. Means that the one who meditates, he starts getting the meditation as an overall energetical experience, and his consciousness starts expanding even wider and wider and wider, meaning that he starts to understand how is this overall world built from physical perspective to scientific perspective to spiritual perspective, and also even more and higher perspective. He starts the person who meditates, he starts understanding the overall picture even in a much wider perspective. I can give you a more simple direction, is that a scientist maybe can spend like 20 years of science and observation and learning. He gets to a point where he understands that actually human body is like an energy receiver, and the human body is like, everything is made out of more or less of energy. But the one who meditates, he receives the higher understanding from other beings, other realities, and he can bring into scientific perspective even much higher knowledge that when you change anger into love, all of your body cells change, and the cells that look like this can change to cells that look like that. Electricity, how electricity works, there are smaller particles that looks like this, they follow from the sun down to earth, and they move like this in that direction. And basically people who tend to meditate even more, they start, when somebody asks questions to that meditated person, he starts receiving answers instantly, although those answers that he's telling may be to the person who meditates even not known and shocking to them. Where do I get this? How do I know this? And so this is also when you get to meditational states. So the persons who meditate, the people who meditate, they also can bring in and advance the science, advance the physics, advance the medicine, and even more and more, because they have the overall understanding how stuff works. Understanding. Now, knowledge is something different from understanding, and wisdom is also something different. So basically, knowledge is something that we can read, and from the books we think we know how the stuff works because it's said that this. From meditation we can get understanding that we know how this stuff works from the deepest perspectives, the causes of that to happen like this, the chemistry to work like this, the physics of electricity to work like that. He gets the understanding in deepest point. And also I have seen people who start meditating, they open up their taste, and they can bring up are really delicious foods, and they start getting the taste of that. They know how to put this together for it to taste even better and better and better. So that means also you don't have to learn how to make and cook. You just understand that it's completely logical that putting this, it tastes like that, together with that brings an image, and it should taste like this, and you make it together, yeah, it's definitely like this, like how I imagine. So basically what I say is that meditation in all fields opens up higher wisdom and understanding, and knowledge is something that you can use as a tool to help you put together. And knowledge is something that the mind keeps. Knowledge that I have tried in this experiment, that and that, this is what happened in that experiment. Whether it's an art, whether it's food, whether it's science, whether it's physics, whether it's chemistry, whatever it may be. So mind can bring you the logical knowledge into this, to perspective. And also from experimenting and from applying all our understanding and wisdom into physical world, we expand the knowledge even more and more and more. And knowledge, what good is of knowledge? Knowledge is something that you can give to other. Knowledge is something that you can say to other. Knowledge is something that you can write a book about it and give to other. But the understanding and the wisdom is something that you can only achieve in involving meditation, and it's something that you can achieve also by doing lots of practices, meaning that for you to become a professional cook or a chef, you have to be a meditative person, or you have to spend many years of practicing, and then you receive the understanding. And people who have the understanding of it, for example, for being a chef, they can learn to be a chef much quicker, because in their own wisdom, in their own understanding, they already know how the stuff works. They only need to practice to like adjust their fingers, adjust their, okay, you need to cook this 5 minutes, then this 2 minutes you need to adjust stuff like this, balance stuff like that. So meditation opens up your capabilities, wisdom and understanding, and energy sensitivity. What comes next? And next comes the channeling, that you receive answers, you receive the spiritual contact from other entities, and that gives you and opens you up to other densities, other dimensions. You become not only a person here that has the physical perspective, but also you bring in the higher understanding of other dimensions, other realities, and even overall what's happening in the cosmos itself. So, and also it can bring connections with other civilizations that can be closer or farther in reach or out of reach of human civilizations, and more and more and more. It really depends on your character. So it's really, the answers are in you, which and why and where you are going. So what happens next after the channeling? Next happens is when you receive the higher understanding. Understanding is something of the consciousness of you. Understanding and wisdom is something of the consciousness in you. So you are not ready, and you will never be ready, and you will never receive higher and higher knowledge, because the channeling comes with understanding. You will not receive it until you are ready for it. So basically, many people think that I want to receive answers to all of those questions, but the thing is that in channeling and through channeling, everything happens with and comes with deepest understanding, and many people are not ready for that, for other dimensions and why do we exist and so on and so on. So in simple words, how it happens, and I'll give you an example, is that we may think that we are all one, and we may think all sorts of knowledge, that we are love and so on and so on. But once through channeling you receive that understanding, you receive the overall complete picture, it can be mind-blowing, mind-changing, and it also brings deep anxiety in human, deep stress, deep anxiety, and also can bring you deep fears. So in simple words, you have to be ready also energetically. And the next thing what happens when we receive the highest and highest understanding, bit by bit, day to day, month to month, we also receive higher energy, and it brings in also transformations of your physical body, and it also happens slowly, and it gets to a point where we cleanse our inner blockages, cleanse our inner energies, like ego, transcending fears, transcending our mind, transcending and releasing all inner energy blockages as doubts, disbeliefs, I don't know how to say to people that they don't trust themselves, they always feel that somebody is more better to them, and also sadness and traumas that can come from your childhood ages, like father is aggressive, mother is alcoholic, and a girlfriend left, leaving you a deep loss in yourself, and so on, so on. And also these emotions come up. Also people that have complexes like I'm not beautiful, I'm not loved enough, and I'm nothing, and so on, so on. All these energies also start coming up, popping up, and they need to be let go. They need to be transcended, and it's only your consciousness that can transcend this. So it's also a job with you. You have to work yourself to release those energies. And when we start releasing those energies, then the higher energy starts coming and bursting out of you. And this can be excitement, this can be joy, this can be peaceful, loving feelings, this can be feelings of love, feelings of calmness, feelings of wisdom, feelings of honesty, feeling of that person is really loving and that person is really nice. And this is when your true self starts shining through. And this is what the overall beings and channeling are overall and many times saying, find your true self. And when you do that, you start shining your true self through you, and this is a really a gift for the soul, a gift for experience overall. And many people are not ready for that because they tend to, I still need to experience this, I still need to earn a lot of money, I still need to have children, and so on and so on. So basically this is also, you have to be ready for that, and this is also a step that you need to come to. And the next step is that you start shining light, and this is the overall highest experience that you can get being physical. This means that basically you have experienced it, you have achieved your higher self, a connection to your higher self, and there is no energy blockages in you, and you are shining this energy. Some may see it completely physical, some may feel it and see you and start crying with love. And what I have learned that love is actually the highest vibration that I have sensed so far, but it comes also in levels, and the crystal bright white light is the place of your soul's home. And the only thing why you are here is because you have the energy blockages in you. So meditation is a process of transcending them, and the blockages creates your ego, your character, your personality. It's like an energy stamps within you, and they are transcended and released when you have understood what that energy was here to give you the experience for. When you have understood that, it's up to you to release that. So in overall, meditation is a tool, is a method, a path back to your soul's home, back to the heaven, back to the soul's place. In simple words, home. I call it the Esiva. The Esiva. So once you have felt that energy, you will feel that, man, it's I cannot explain even. It's all of your problems, all of your difficulties, all of your physical taste, physical itself, qualities is being peeled away and taken away and brushed away, and you become so loved, you become so that all the why do we exist, who am I, why I have to study, why I have to work, all the physical heaviness, the bricks are being taken away, and you are being like purified and accepted. Now you are finally home, and it's a incredible feeling for the soul, incredible feeling for the experience. So this is where the meditation takes you, and it, as I said in the video previously, it happens to it starts with no thoughts, with calmness. It reduces the energy noise within you. Once it reduces the energy noise within you, the mind noise I meant, then you start feeling the overall energies around you. You become more and more sensitized to energies, and next what happens is that you start interpreting, sensing, feeling energies even more. Next what happens is your wisdom, understanding expands step by step, wider and wider and wider. And when you are ready physically, more and more energy starts bursting through you, and people around you start feeling the energy that you are shining. And the next is that you get the linkage back to your soul's home, the heaven, the receiver. So, hope you enjoyed this video. I can talk lots and lots of more about this stuff. I can bring also practices in this, but it's always, I only find the time when I'm driving. And also the energy chi practices is really important to these steps also, so I want to do also chi practices, but the new season is coming, the new lessons, channeling lessons are coming. So here in Latvia we're opening I think 5 new groups of people that want to learn channeling, and and I'm also thinking about the English course, people who speak English, of course, channeling course for them also. So let's put this together in the new year and let's see what happens. So, and thank you for watching and enjoy. If you have any questions, you just write down in the comments, and thanks.